It's almost midnight, and the group is rehearsing its mission before heading out.
So
tonight we're going back to the same place as last week to take the two we've been talking about.
They say animals need to be saved from the conditions in which they're farmed.
When we arrive, we'll park at the entrance of this field, so we'll just have to go around here to the buildings. You'll be on the lookout like last time.
Dan, Lola and Percy haven't reached 30 yet, but they've already carried out around 20 campaigns, illegal and carefully planned.
A lot of excitement, a bit of nervousness. There are many things to handle. It isn't a game.
Worst case scenario, we'll be taken into custody and come out alive. But if our mission fails, the two little ones we're looking to save will be sent to the slaughterhouse.
They're heading to a pig farm around 30 kilometers away.
I don't believe farmers when they say they love their animals. My parents didn't raise me to kill me in the end.
So we're going to follow the path into the buildings.
And when they arrive,
clearly this is an example of what's known as thumping. That's when the pigs are deemed too weak by the farmers and they just slam their heads against the floor.
the smell is acrid. Lola and Dan put on their gear and T-shirts from their organisation and head to the maternity wards.
The looks in these sows' eyes, they're full of sadness. They're locked in these cages 24/7. That's why we must do something against this. It's our duty to act against something that is unjust, immoral, and, unfortunately, legal.
A bit further away in the fattening unit,
Right, put him in the box. Let's go, we're saving two. We have space for two, so we're saving two.
in French law, this type of theft can be punished by up to 10 years imprisonment.
You can see it as theft, but that's because we see these animals as consumer goods.
The piglets will be taken to a refuge that often takes in farmed animals. Another organisation, known as 269 Libération Animale, has carried out 30 direct action campaigns over the past 5 years. Like this blockade at a slaughterhouse in central France. Six of the 58 activists who took part have been taken to court. TIPHAINE LAGARDE is at the head of the organisation. She didn't take part in this particular blockade, but she's accused of inspiring the activists. It's her 25th lawsuit. She's already received a suspended jail sentence, and if convicted, she could end up behind bars.
There's always a bit of apprehension because it isn't a pleasant moment, but we take full responsibility for it.
After a 4-hour hearing, the verdict's expected to be delivered in April. As well as a jail sentence, they risk a €38,000 fine demanded by the owners of the slaughterhouse.
The court has heard us and we're satisfied. Now they will debate, do their job, and that's all I have to say. I'll leave it there.
I don't have any regrets. I take full responsibility. It's a system that exploits living beings. So today, more than ever, we know that it's essentially a political struggle, and not just about loving cats and dogs, about much more. At least I hope they get that.
Bruno Vincent is continuing a family trade. Farming has been running in the family for 6 generations.
This is true cattle farming. We don't like letting go of them, even if it's difficult. We never know how it'll turn out if some are ill. You can't give up. It's for those who enjoy it.
8 months ago, he discovered graffiti linking farming to pandemics.
It's hatred. They don't want farming to exist anymore. They're different to us. I don't know. They want to change the world.
He's filed a complaint, even though he's doubtful it'll lead to any arrests.
If they don't want to eat meat, don't eat meat, but they should leave others alone.
TIPHAINE has settled in the east of France, where she runs a small shelter with her partner Ceylon. They've welcomed 40 rescued animals.
All right, you've got water, wheat. Go and eat now. It's not a party every day. We have 2 cows that came from laboratories, sheep that were going to be sent to the slaughterhouse, same for one of our pigs. This is how we should see animals, not like pieces of meat.
Donations and help from volunteers keep the sanctuary going, despite the lawsuits.
Even though we have court cases against us in Belgium, Switzerland and Italy too, actually, we still manage to carry out campaigns there, as in the group does. When I say we, I mean everybody, of course.
Activists are in it for life. Whether it's in France or abroad, they can do things that they might not ever talk about.
In the long term, the pair plan to leave France, to continue their struggle abroad.